Good morning. Welcome to Notes from the Blacklist. It's a special edition. It's dedicated to you, Black Pearl. Because I've been doing some research, I've been studying my favorite subject, the Samoan Dynasty. And, everybody who knows me knows I hang my hat on the fact that I do keep up with the history of the Samoan Dynasty. And it's an interesting fact I found out about you. And it led me to a conclusion of epic proportion. From now on, you shall no longer be the Count of California. No. You're going to be known as the Samoan Stepchild. Yeah. Turns out, when you were a tiny infant, you're like Moses. Some Mormons found you floating up a river in a basket, picked you out of that basket, took you to the steps of a local orphanage, dropped you off with a note pinned to your shirt, right about there. It said, "The good Lord has given us this child, but he's a runt. He's small. You're an itty-bitty kid, I hear. And he might not survive in the wild. No, he's not wild at all. So please, take this tiny little runt and raise him as one of your own. Never tell him that he was unwanted and left floating up a river like Moses." The Samoan stepchild was born, which makes a lot of sense. And why you call yourself the Black Pearl and not the Wild this or the Samoan this, because there's some great nicknames out of your family. There's some awesome ones. Even now, there's some cats now. There's the Samoan Storm, L.A. Smooth. There's so many dope nicknames in your family right now. I mean, even Bleeder's got a tougher name than the Black Pearl, which would also account for your love of the Johnny Depp movies. Hence the name. You like boats because you know what? You don't know where you're from. You're always wandering and sailing and trying to find out where you're from. So look, Samoan stepchild, I know you're mad that I came to Knox. I know you're upset that pretty soon I'm going to be have to live back in the Territory League because my lawyers are so much better than your lawyers. But that's just the way of the world. So take it for what it's worth, you know? Be glad that when that basket went floating up the river, I didn't find you. Or Lord knows what your nickname could be. Or be glad that the current didn't just take you out and float you on down to the sewers with the rest of the alligators dropped in New York City. You see, you ought to thank those Mormons who found you and dropped you off with Alpha, the Wild Samoan, and he taught you the ways of the Anawai family. I like the Samoan stepchild. I think we should all start calling you that because it's just what you are. You're a runt. You're the runt of the litter. You're the smallest of all of them. Makes sense now, doesn't it? Black Pearl, if that is your real name.